Hey guys, Chad here at Happy Viking. We did a live draft and we videotaped it, and I'm going to go over my pick order. So this is my first pack. Didn't really open anything too exciting. My rare was Realm Right. That was terrible. I got this 3-1 First Strike Blood Rush guy. He looked really good. There was a Madcap Skills, a Pit Fight, a Hands of Binding, and a 3-1 Battalion White guy, Daring Skyjack. Those were the picks in the pack. All the other cards are not as good. I ended up taking the 3-1 Blood Rush guy because I could be Boros or I could be Gruul. And he's good in both decks because he's aggressive. And I figured I might wheel the Madcap Skills or maybe the card that gives +2/+2. And I was putting the person next to me. Maybe they take Hands of Binding. Maybe they'd take the Dimir Unblockable guy. So that was my first pick. We gotta wait for this guy to actually make a pick. Alright, so pack 2, that guy's bad. We got some bad cards. There's a Boros Elite. There's a card that makes two 2/2s, but that card is kind of terrible also. There's a 3-1 Flying guy. He's got Trample. Really, it looks like I can take the Boros Elite here and try to move into Boros with my first pick. I don't really want any other cards, and Simic's kind of bad, so I don't want to play Simic. So we took the Boros Elite. We didn't do a good job at getting on camera, and then we fixed it. And then, so the next pack, there's some more bad cards. There's an Ogre Slumlord. That guy's really good. He makes some rats, and they have Death Touch, and just insanity. So I really don't want to take that 5-1 Blood Rush guy because he's really bad, and he'll wheel. So I'm pretty sure I take the Ogre Slumlord. I don't remember, honestly. Yeah, I take the Slumlord. Maybe I'm black now because that guy's really good. He shouldn't be third pick. So then this next pack comes, and there's an Assault Griffin, and Assault Griffin is sweet for the Boros deck because he has 3 power and he flies. There's also the 2-3 Battalion guy, but he's mediocre. You take him to fill your curve out. You don't want to take Croconar because we passed the 3-1 Flyer and someone's going to be Simic. So I ended up taking the Assault Griffin. So there's a lot of glare on it. So yeah. The next pack, there's another Assault. I can't really see. I think there's an Assault Griffin. We're looking at some trash on the table. Yeah, there's another Assault Griffin, and the rest of the pack was garbage, apparently, and I just took it. So I got 2 of those. This pack looks really bad. I ended up taking that card. It gives our guys +2/+2 for a turn. So it's like a mini overrun, except it doesn't give trample and is not nearly as good. But it was foil, too, so that was sweet. That 4/4 for 5 that gets Vigilance, he's so bad because he costs 5. In the Boros deck, you just don't want cards that cost 5. Because you just want to kill your opponent. I don't want something that costs 5. So this guy's like insane for the Boros deck. This 3-mana 2/2 gives all your guys haste. I don't know his name, but he gives all your guys haste and they have to attack each turn. And he just turns on Battalion. He makes all my Assault Griffins have haste, and then we just kill everyone with it. So they're dead. We got a Bomber Corpse. That card sucks, but we need a 2-drop because we don't have any. So right now we're just trying to fill our curve. There's still a Hands of Binding in this pack, which is nuts. This is like best common in blue in the set. So we took our 2-drop. And this pack, alright, we wheeled the card I thought we were gonna wheel, the +2/+2. Still not very good, but it's okay. I'll take it. So now my strategy is, since I have 2 of those, I just want to get as many guys as possible, trigger Battalion, get damage in, and then pump them. So this pack, we have the 1-drop and the Armored guy. And the Armored guy is really good in the Boros deck. But we'll wheel him. Now we're just in the trash part of the draft. We think we might be green-white. We don't know. We're not really red yet. We just have a bunch of white cards. We have some flyers and some Spire Tracers, and we got some green pump spells. And it might be some kind of Selesnya deck in our Gatecrash draft, which doesn't really make any sense. But you know, it is what it is. So we got a lot of hard thinking left with three cards left in the pack. Can't decide whether he wants to take 10 Street Market or Skyfall, or whatever that card's called, or the 7/6 Worm, so I know that was hard. Okay, so moving on to pack 2. So pack 2, We want to open something really good. Oh, we had to switch cameras too, so... Okay, there's a Sky Knight Legionnaire. There's the stupid Primordial guy who's really good, but we don't want him, even though we're white, because he costs 7, and we're trying to kill our opponent quick. And we don't really want the Extort guy either, because he's 4 mana, and he's a 2/4. So, this may seem like a strange pick to some people, but I've been drafting for a long time, and I just want to kill them with my Boros deck. That's what I want the deck to do. There's also an Aethersize and a Zamet Guildmage, but we ended up taking the Sky Knight Legionnaire. We didn't pass any white or red cards, so we should get insane Boros this pack. There's a Homing Lightning. I don't like that card. There is Unholy Mantle, or whatever that card's called. Holy Mantle. Gives our guy +2/+2 and protection from creatures. And then there's the sweet 3-drop that whenever you play a white creature, it taps Sky. It lets us get through. So we took the 3-drop, because we need some 3-drops. All we have is a Sky Knight Legionnaire in that so far. So now whenever we play a white guy, we can tap their guys. All right, so in this pack, we got the 2-drop 3/2 Battalion guy. He's clearly the best card. He's a 3/2 for 2, and he gets first strike. And he works with the rest of our deck. We got another tapper. We got the Blood Rush 2-drop. All right, this is what we want. We want more 2-drops. So this guy's, you know, it's just a 2/1 for 2, but he can be a pump spell too if he needs to be. Okay, Daring Skyjack. Our deck is insane now. So this guy gets flying when he has Battalion. We have so many 2-drops. There was a Mugging. We don't need the Mugging. We want that guy. Mugging's kind of weird anyways. Madcap Skills. If you guys don't know what Madcap Skills does, you draw it, you take it, and then you draw it, and then you win the game. There's 3 steps. Take it, put it in your deck, draw it, put it on a creature, the game ends. They're dead. They died. Madcap Skills. So yeah, it makes it to where our guy gets +3/+0 and basically unblockable. So here, there's a Master Biomancer, and that's the sweetest card they've ever printed. I almost took it just because it looks cool, and I want to build a combo deck out of it somehow. But I ended up not taking it. Look at all the Simic cards in this pack, though. Nobody wants to draft that terrible guild. Look at it. Look at it. There's a 3/1 flyer and like an XX flyer, and so I took the Guild Gate because that one-drop red card's bad. There was the Prism that draws a card. That card's okay. Okay, so this pack, our only 2 picks would be the Gargoyle or the 5/1 Blood Rush guy. The 5/1 Blood Rush guy is really bad, but we picked him because, well, we don't want the other guy. So this pack is also bad, but we got this sweet combat trick. Gives +1/+1 flying and first strike. Got another Bomber Corpse. We're not excited about that at all, but I have to show it to the camera. We wield the 3-drop. So clearly Boros is wide open in this pack, but the problem is I think the dude right to my right is also in Boros because we didn't see a lot of red-white pack 1. So we're the only 2 Boros people at the table, but he's taking it all before it gets to me. But that's okay because our deck's absurd from this pack, so we don't really even need another pack. But well, you know what we'll do? We'll open a 3rd pack. We'll do it to appease everybody. You know, so they can build a deck too, because it's not fair if we stop here because they couldn't ever beat me. So we have to open a 3rd pack, and our deck is nuts. Our curve is insane. We can never lose. And yeah, so this is what my deck looks like right now. Just a bunch of dudes and some Madcap Skills. And we don't need removal in this deck. Removal's stupid. All right. So what are we doing? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, so time to move on to the next pack. Moving some stuff out of the way. We opened a 9/9. So that guy's big. There's another Homing Lightning. That card sucks. I think we take the Exile a Creature or Enchantment card because it gets rid of some pesky enchantments or just straight out kills a dude, and that's just better than Homing Lightning because Homing Lightning deals 4 to. If you're lucky, you kill 2 things with it. That'll never happen. So we just want to kill their guy completely. So yeah, we take the Angelic card. The pack's kind of good. There's a Devour Flesh. Okay, so the next pack is pretty much garbage, but there's a Madcap Skills. And the good news is, oh, we passed 2 with a 4/3 Rhino. That guy's awesome. So so there's that enchantment, the profane thing, the pacifism, and you take a damage. It's probably the best card in the set for limited. But we got the angelic thing that gets rid of it, and we just got another madcap skills to go on our guys. And so in this pack we get another one, another angelic removal spell, angelic edict. There's an active treason. We really want this active treason to trigger battalion. Active treason is really good in this deck, but I'd rather have the removal spell right now because I'm light on them. This pack is very Orzhov. There's a lot of Orzhov cards. That gargoyle is really good. Yeah, we just cut it. Whatever, our deck's done. They can't win. So there's a pit fight. I don't really want pit fight in our deck though, because all our guys are 3/1s, so that won't work. So I'm really sad to take this 5/1 guy, but I think I take him. Yeah, that's embarrassing. So yeah. Okay. Waiting on the slowest person ever to take a pick. All right. What we got now? That red card that you like block and you give your guy +3/+0 in first strike. That card's terrible because you're Boros and you're attacking, and then you have to block to kill our guy. You're never blocking ever in that deck. All your guys attack, so don't ever take that card. So this pack, there's a crackling perimeter. We don't have enough gates though. That'd be sweet. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Dimir mill cards going around, but nobody knows how to do that deck yet. So we took another 5/1. Cutting this 1/3, this Simic 1/3. This guy's absurd. He's a 1/3 for 2, and he's Basking Rule. He pumps for +2/+2. So he's a 3/5 for 2 mana. We take a Shamble Shark. We're just cutting cards at this point. There's a Fish Crab. I don't know why it's not a Shark Crab. We got another pump spell. First strike, get your guy. This pack is just, I don't even want a card. None of these cards are making anybody's deck. Maybe that counterspell does, but oh yeah, we got our armored guy. So that guy's good because when he attacks, he can't die. He's indestructible, and so he triggers battalion. And he's always attacking. So that's our draft. So I'm gonna go to a part where I'm building my deck now, and as you can see from deck building, I'm gonna build it by curve and by creatures up top and spells on the bottom. And my curve is the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's just like perfectly laid out. Oh, and then I put a 5/1 on my deck, and I wanted him to turn the camera off. But so we got a 5/1. So we got one bad card. We got some 2-drop pump spells. We got, how many creatures is that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 creatures right now before we're done building. Got some removal spells. We have 2 of every spell in our deck somehow. I think we got another of the +1/+1 first strike flying that we're going to put in, and then we're going to put the armored guy in. So that would be our deck. So we have 5 2-drops, 5 3-drops, 4 4-drops, and 1 1-drop, and then a bunch of 2-drop tricks and 3-drop tricks, and then 5-mana removal spells. So we played 23 lands. I really wanted another spell and to lower the curve and play 16. I'm sorry, we played 17 lands, not 23. We played 23 spells. So I wanted to lower the curve, but I couldn't really do it because I was right. The guy right next to me was also Boros, so he was taking cards from me, and those are the cards that could potentially make my deck. Again, 5/1s. I already got one. Don't want the other one. But it worked out. We ended up winning this draft. I played against a Simic deck round 1, and that deck's bad. Round 2, I played against Gruul, and we won. And then round 3, we played against Orzhov. So we won the draft. It was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.